Some of the following audio used in this video was edited to have no lyrics for ambience and were renamed for the construction of a fanfiction. The following tunes are actually performed by Guns N' Roses, Black Sabbath, Aerosmith, Ozzy Osbourne, and Warrant. Original albums are owned under the label of Geffen, Vertigo, Epic, CBS of the United States, and Columbia Records. Please support the official release.
So you're saying that if I stay and open each chapter, I will get all the muffins I can eat? Anytime I want?
Yes, anytime, any flavor, anywhere.
In that case, I'll take a chocolate muffin right now.
But you get... Very well, I'll be right back.
Alright then, let's do this. Chapter 3, Canterlot Concert. Now where's my muffin?
Twilight, Sparkel, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, Rarity, and Applebloom just got off the Canterlot Express train they took from Ponyville 3 hours ago.
I thought we'd never get here.
Rainbow Dash whined.
I love a good train ride more than a next pony, but not when I'm forced to play I Spy with Pinkie the whole trip down.
Oh, that reminds me. I spy something yellow. Guess what it is?
Pinkie Pie said happily.
That's strange. I'm sure Shining Armor said he'd meet us here,
Said Twilight, looking left and right for her brother.
Relax, dear Twilight. We have 2 hours left until the concert. And has your brother ever let you down before?
Said Rarity.
You mean other than that time he let me know about his wedding at the last minute?
Well, he had an excuse, did he not? I just can't believe we're here in Canterlot.
Said Applebloom.
Oh, I keep forgetting you don't come here as often as we do.
Rarity said.
Well, yeah. Usually I'm only here for the heartwarming Eve pageant. And never get a good look at the town.
Twilight, isn't that your brother's carriage over there?
Twilight looked by the road to see an elegant white carriage, with 2 Pegasus from the Canterlot Royal Guard looking around for them.
Without a doubt, come on!
Twilight shouted as the 6 ponies dashed towards the carriage.
Here's to tonight,
Said Thrash as he toasted a cup of hot chocolate with Whiplash and Snap. So tell me, what did the princess want with you? Snap asked.
What do you mean?
Whiplash asked. I saw the Sheila talking to him when I entered the concert hall. What was that all about?
She was just asking me why I was asking about the museums around here is all.
Thrash explained, before gulping down some more of his hot chocolate. Why would she ask you that?
She told me about this museum in Ponyville. I may check it out tomorrow when I get the chance.
You know what I heard?
Whiplash said.
That unicorn that wielded the element of generosity owns a dress shop in that same town. I may go down there to see some of her designs. I thought the band could use some new threads.
None for me, thanks. I like my outfit just fine.
Thrash objected.
Whatever you say. What about you, Snap? You must be getting tired of wearing your pajamas on stage.
Thrash spat out the hot chocolate on the floor and fell back on Snap's bed laughing at the remark.
Oh, that's good.
Whiplash held her giggles back with her hoof. Stop making fun of my look! I wear these threads as a tribute to Mr. Bill Starr, the greatest drummer that ever lived. Thrash held up a hoof in the air.
All in favor of messing with Rush's bass?
Aye, said Whiplash and Snap.
I can't wait for this! I really hope they do Sweet Cold of Mine. That's my favorite song!
Said an excited Applebloom.
I just hope we get the chance to meet the band after.
Rarity said.
I've always wondered if Slide ever got any of the love notes I ever sent him.
So, Twilight, why isn't Applejack here?
Shining Armor asked Twilight.
She was more interested in her work, and she doesn't like blank flank.
Twilight said to her brother.
Wow, I never thought I'd see the day when some pony said that.
Tell me about it. I really wish you could come. I know how much you love the band.
Just promise me you'll tell Whiplash Shining Armor said hi.
He then handed Twilight a photo of a bunch of ponies gathered around a bonfire in a wooded area.
Show her this and see if she remembers that night.
Was this back in high school?
Yeah. We celebrated graduation with a bonfire in the woods outside Canterlot. See, there's me.
Shining Armor pointed to himself in the photo. He looked relatively the same, only smaller and less buff. He was kneeling on a log waving at the photographer. with a cup of cider in his other hoof.
And that's Whiplash. Back then her name was Sunday Glitters.
Whiplash looked different than she did today. She was sitting at the end of the same log, with a guitar on her lap. Her mane and tail were shorter, and had a light brown color.
Wow, even back then she was a guitarist?
Yeah, she was always strumming that thing whenever we invited her to our campouts, school functions, even birthday parties. We all loved her music.
Twilight looked at the picture again.
Was she friends with Cadence?
Oh yeah, they were like sisters. She's sitting next to her right there. I remember she used to sing to her music.
Woohoo! We're here!
Pinkie Pie said, as they arrived outside the castle. There were searchlights filling the skies, with a large banner in front with the text, Blank Flank, Poison Ponies Tour, written on the front, with silhouettes of the band around the text. They were greeted by some royal guards that were sent to lead them backstage.
Don't worry, bro. I'll be sure to ask her.
Thanks, Twilight.
Shining Armor said, as he drove off in his carriage. The 6 ponies walked towards the castle entrance.
Alright, who's been messing with my bass?
Rush said angrily under the stage with the rest of the band.
How should we know?
Whiplash said, rolling her eyes.
Looks fine to me, Rush.
Shredder said.
Open your eyes! It's been unadjusted!
So readjust it. Honestly, it takes like 5 minutes.
Hey, I like to keep my things ready. And now, it's not ready.
Shut up and adjust your instrument!
Slide shouted.
If you want to know real torture, ask Thrash. Knowing him, he's most likely bored right now.
I am so bored right now.
Thrash said in his head, as he sat in a chair behind a black curtain in a booth on the balcony. 2 guards on each side were protecting him. Above his head was the zip line.
Honestly, it's a full house, and here I am sitting at the highest point of the hall waiting for this thing to start. Yeah, it's as boring as a snail race. What am I supposed to do for the next 10 minutes to entertain myself?
He pondered.
I just hope we can get my program signed.
Said a voice outside the curtain. Thrash peeked through the crack and saw 2 teenage mares waiting for the show to start.
I mean, if any members signed this, I would be the most popular pony in class.
Well, pray we get an autograph from any pony in the band after the long trip it took to get here.
Said her friend.
Who cares? We'll still get to see the band either way.
The mayor said, setting down the program next to her seat in the aisle.
My friend, prepare to be popular because you just gave me something to do for my big entrance.
Thrash said in his head as he opened a black marker.
I never thought we'd be this close to the stage.
Applebloom said, after they were seated in comfortable chairs on the left side of the stage.
Twilight, this is the greatest gift Celestia has given us since the tickets to the Grand Galloping Gala. I just can't wait!
Rarity said.
Hey, Rainbow Dash!
Pinkie Pie said.
I'm not playing another game of I Spy.
Remarked a rather irritated Rainbow Dash.
I heard Thrash and Shredder can do so many stunts that make yours look like nothing!
Huh. When I see them do something better than the sonic rain boom, that's when I'll get jealous. But out of pure curiosity, how good are their stunts?
She responded with worried concern.
Dress me on for a big surprise,
Said an unfamiliar voice. They looked to see a yellow unicorn wearing a headset sitting in a chair opposite from them.
Who are you?
Stage manager for the concert. The name's HoneyComb. I've been working with the band all day, and let me tell you, you're going to have a blast. Heck, you'll even get to meet Thrash during the show. You see that cot? He'll stop at one point during the show to get a drink and sit down in that particular seat next to the Willy here.
Applebloom looked at the seat that had a reserved sign on it.
All right, Applebloom. You're gonna get to meet Thrash during the show.
Said an impressed Twilight.
I gotta tell you, he's a really nice colt.
The unicorn said.
And so is the rest of the band.
Rush grabbed a radio from a staff pony next to him and spoke into it.
Okay, 30 seconds till showtime. Thrash, you all set?
Oh, I've been waiting a long time for this.
Thrash said as he attached himself to the zip line with the marker and hoof and a microphone on his belt.
Look! There's
There's a princess on the balcony.
Twilight said, as she pointed at the balcony on the opposite side. The lights went off. The whole room was pitch black, and no one could see anything. All they could hear was the screaming of the fans.
Oh no, I'm afraid of the dark.
Fluttershy said, panicking.